Char. Well, it's not often that people turn 40 years old and especially look as good as you do. Honestly, you get better with age, and every year I kick myself thinking, how have I still got this woman as my wife and the mother of my children? Over the next sort of 15, 20 minutes, you're going to hear from lots of different people that you have made an impact on their lives with. They love you, they care for you, and they just want to give you a little bit of an insight into why you mean so much to them. So enjoy yourself, listen in, don't get too upset, have some tears, and then I'll wrap it up at the end. But anyway, let's roll the tape.
Happy birthday, Char. I really love you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Char. I was only 11 when I became an auntie to you, and I remember that day so clearly. I went to the baker's and I celebrated by going to get a pink iced donut. I've been asked to give a special memory of you, but you've been part of my life for so long that I just can't think of one thing that makes you special. There is so many things that make you special. You've grown to be an amazing person, and I can't wait to see the next 40 years with you. Have a lovely day. Love you lots. Bye.
Happy birthday, Char. Happy 40th.
We're in Eastbourne and we wish you mega happy birthdays, lots of love, and we'll see you soon.
Happy birthday, love you,
Happy
bye.
birthday, love you,
Love you,
bye.
bye.
Happy 40th birthday to my favourite goddaughter.
Hope you have a great day.
And we hope you get thoroughly spoiled and try not to drink too much champagne.
And if we could sum up Charlotte in 3 words, it would be caring, crazy and amazing. Happy birthday, Char. We love you lots.
Bye.
Bye.
40th birthday, Char.
I thought you might want to celebrate by going to Toys R Us, followed by Pizza Hut.
Cheese feast with double extra cheese.
Have a lovely, lovely day.
Yeah, enjoy your celebrations. Lots of love from all of us in Devon.
Bye.
Bye.
1, 2, 3.
Happy 40th birthday, Charlotte. I think the story that always springs to mind for me is when you and Lauren locked me in the wardrobe at Mum and Dad's house when I was about 4, and it felt like I was in there for an eternity. It was probably only about 10 seconds, but yeah, always springs to mind. So thanks for that. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Charlotte, happy birthday. When I think of you, which is what we've been tasked to do, I think of your wedding, which was obviously an amazing day. And I'm pretty sure it was the first time I got drunk in front of Mum and Dad's, and we all know how that turned out. So
I don't think I quite grasp the concept of 3 words, so here we go. Happy birthday, Charlotte.
yeah, happy birthday.
Bye. Char, just been for a lovely cold swim to celebrate your birthday. Wow, I can't believe you're 40. When I look at the photos of you when you were a baby, your face looks exactly the same. And I remember your mum brought you up to visit us when we lived in Crossmead in Eltham when you were small. And I took you out into the garden to look at all the flowers and the birds. And you cried because you wanted to go back inside in the dark. So we used to call you Vampira. Hopefully you haven't grown into a vampire, or maybe you have. Anyway, have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. I've been asked to think of 3 words that sum you up, and I would say stylish, direct, and very, very smart. So have a wonderful birthday, Charlotte. Looking forward to spending time with you to celebrate, and love you very much. Happy birthday.
Go, get in here. I'm in the tent. Go.
Happy birthday, Char. 40 years old, eh? Carl asked me to do a funny video for your birthday, but I thought I'd do something nice. So talk about some of the nice things that you've done in the past. Shortly after you met Carl, you helped him chin off his missus. You helped him get into the football team as goalie by being nice to his teammates. You know, you helped control the uncontrollable Carl, who became an O'Neill yourself. You had 2 beautiful kids that he wanted and kept poking him until he had a third. Actually, he poked you till you had a third. But my point is, if you weren't there being Cole's rock and helping him make those decisions, you wouldn't have the family that you have now. And I know that Cole absolutely adores you, and he knows that he needs you in his life. Like, you're the best thing that's ever happened to him. You know, and you've been on an amazing journey, got a long time ahead. I've been privileged to be part of it. You know, looking forward to many years ahead. Love you loads.
Happy birthday! I can't believe it has been 22 years since we celebrated being 18. I don't know where the time goes. I know we say it all the time. I want to send a funny 18th story, and then thinking back on different things, I decided it's probably not appropriate because there might be small children or parents listening to your messages. So I just wanted to wish you the best birthday. Cheers. Cheers to a very long friendship and many, many more years to come. Love you.
Happy 40th, Rob, my wife. God, 23 years or however long it's been that we've been together. And now you've joined the club, the 40th club. I hope you have an amazing day. It was brilliant spending the weekend with you. And here's to the next 40. Love you loads.
Happy birthday, Charlotte. Can't believe you're 40, you look 21.
Hope you're still wearing CK1. You smelled amazing when I met you all those years ago. Peace out.
Action.
Happy birthday, darling Char, our precious girl. From the first time we saw you in hospital with your funny little hat on, you captured our hearts. You are the most loyal, kind, caring, and totally crazy person. We love you so much, Nan and Grandpa.
Love you, girl.
Is that a butter smell? Yes, it is. Aww.
Whew. The smell of farts have gone now. I think we're okay. I can smell something else though. The smell of grandma. Even though you are becoming a grandma, Char, with age comes wisdom. And you're growing more glamorous, more strong, more capable every year. And it's amazing to see, really. I think you're aging like a fine bottle of wine. But my favourite characteristic of yours, you've had as long as I can remember. And that is your ability to cope with raw madness. You've had your two brothers, mainly me, I hold my hands up, crying, getting on the river rapids at Legoland. At 10 years old, as 3-year-olds gladly walked past them onto the ride. Probably seen me do a naked dance millions of times. I apologise. And I apologise even more for the numerous rib pokes that you have received. But you took each one insanely well. And I would say it prepared you for the craziness that you have on a daily basis today. So you are welcome. But your chilled approach to life and your steadfast strength rubs off on everyone around you. And it definitely brings an aura of calm and happiness. And I would say that's a very good characteristic. And I can't wait to see you and celebrate with you. Neither can Bede. Have a lovely day. We love you loads.
Happy birthday, Char. My cool, young, older sister is turning 40. How crazy is that? In thinking about this message, I was thinking about some of my earliest memories. One that still gives me so much comfort, bizarrely, is a repeated memory of when we were in Meadow Walk. When going to sleep, me and George would be in our bunk beds, and I'd be able to hear your voice from the bottom of the stairs when you came back from either working at Jeff's or from a night out. And the sound of your voice gave me so much comfort coming in. And bizarrely, the sound of your voice still gives me that same sense of comfort and safety from those days. Similarly, you and Lou gave me some of my first memories of femininity and you guys getting ready for your nights out when you were younger, the radio playing, the smell of hair burning, the sound of loads of bangles on your arms, because it was 2000s we're talking about. And those memories just give me such a sense of comfort and home. George and I are so lucky to have had the experience that very few people get to have, where they have older siblings who get to be siblings, they get to be a cool form of a parent, they get to be friends, and they get to give you magical experiences. And since you've had such a massive role in mine and George's lives and mine and George's raising, I truly think all the things we do in our lives are a testament to you also. You are very loved, very crazy, but you embody everything I think it means to be in this family, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Happy 40th birthday, Shasha!
Happy birthday, Shasha! Happy birthday, Dad!
Here's to a lifetime of memories. From Nickelodeon at Nan's from when we was younger, to all the fun holidays we've had, to all our family adventures. And here's to all the adventures still to come. We love you all the world. Thank you for everything that you are and everything that you do for everyone. Have a wonderful birthday, being suitably spoiled. And we love you lots. From all the Mannings.
Even baby.
Including Bobo, your biggest fan. We love you. Did you want to do a we love you? We love you.
Charlene, I thought I would convey my birthday message to you by poetry, so here goes. When I came into your life, things were a bit crazy. You were a little bit moody and really quite lazy. Time soon passed and you started to grow. With that, your personality really started to show. You became confident, strong, and started to slay, and God help anyone who gets in your way. You are honest and loyal and fill me with pride. Going into battle, I'd like you by my side. You're very funny. You even made a video about a stinky bum. And let's not forget, you're an excellent mum. We always know when Char is near, because Char is all that anyone can hear. So happy 40th, Charlene. I will be celebrating with lots of beer, as I know your birthday celebrations will last the whole year. Love you, Char. Have a lovely birthday.
Happy birthday, Char. I know you love dogs so much that I needed to be in this video. Have a lovely day.
Hi Char, happy 40th birthday. Oh my goodness, I can't believe you're 40. Trying to pin down a memory when there's 40 years of wonderful ones is hard. But the funny one I can think of is when you was first born, and of course I was overwhelmed with love and I never wanted to let you on my side. So I remember thinking, oh God, I really need a shower. So I wheeled the little tiny plastic cart to the nurse's station. It said, can you look after my baby? I have a shower. They looked at me like I was mad and said, no, you're too busy. Take her to the nursery. So I didn't take her to the nursery. I sneaked you into the shower room. Okay, babe, well, have the best birthday. And I hope it's filled with love and laughter. You're the world.
Wow, can you believe it? Even Pink was there and you're giving you a message. I'm actually sitting in a room that you've probably never seen before, but this is my actual life study room. You may notice that I have a few books behind me. These are all the books I've had to read over the years to make sure that I can be the person I am for you, but also to make sure that I am giving you everything you need as a husband. Let's start with this. Let's start with this actually. When I first met you, I had no idea that we would end up being together. You know, you was young, beautiful, funny. Everybody liked you. You was the talk of the town. A few years later, I realised there was an opportunity here. I thought, hang on a minute, I might be able to pull this one. Never know. I completely saw that I was out of your league. But somehow I managed to sneak in there and probably get you down at a time when you probably wasn't expecting it. But this is where the first book came in. How to Win a Girl Who Is Out of My League. So we had our first date. We had lots of fun together. We got to know each other. We had our first kiss actually in the above that, on and on. I think it was around that way, something like that anyway. But it's that area around Shaftesbury Avenue. Loads of good stories around that, but we'll just focus on the on this for now. And then as I got to know you more, I think it was the real date, the first date where you came round, and you actually told me that you can't wear that jacket. It's like a bin bag. I just knew then, I thought, blimey, this girl is going to change me for the better. So that is where I had to read this book, How to Maintain High Maintenance Girlfriends. And then that did me well, kept trying. And then the next two books, just obviously I'm still working on being better, tidier house partner as we moved in together back in the Gravesend flat with Martin rented out to us. And then also how to accept that I'm not right in arguments ever. Always have to concede, but I don't mind. As long as you're happy, I'm happy. Obviously, we had an amazing few years before we ended up getting to the situation where I thought, you know what, I really want to marry this girl. I remember lying there in Ibiza, looking at my Converses, looking out into the mountains with the sun coming down. Okay, how to propose to a worldie. So got your family involved and we nailed that one. From there, obviously I lived on my own for a long time, so it was how to train out bad habits, how to keep out of the doghouse, that one there, and how to be a good husband. Honestly, these are the books I reflect on all the time. These really do help me keep on track to make sure that I can keep you as an amazing wife. And obviously, our wedding was the most amazing experience we ever had. And again, I'll come back to this in a second, but every life decision that we've made has all been through you being the driving force. They always say behind a good man or a strong man is an even powerful and stronger woman. That is absolutely the case with us. You make me a better person. Honestly, you bring out the best in me and you always want the best for me. And even when I go down different paths that you can see as a challenge, you'll always tell me straight, but you're always right as well. So just a few funny ones here that actually allowed me to get into the realms of parenthood. But whether we were preparing for the first child, second child or third child, we have the most amazing children and they are absolutely cared and loved and doted on by you. And you have taught me so much about life in general, and also what it takes to be an amazing person for you and your family around you. And then two of the most important books here was about how do I let Char decide the future of our family, because actually it works. It's the most amazing life that I could have ever experienced, and it gets better and better all down to you. But I know I'm waffling on now, but what I would say is that actually none of these books were needed because you give me the best life I could ever ask for. So on that note, Char, just want to say happy 40th. The last 17 and a half years have been the most incredible years that I've ever had. You're the most amazing wife, mother to our children, and I couldn't have asked for a better life partner. You are my lobster. I love you with all my heart. I really do hope that you've enjoyed this video, because what we've all tried to say in a small amount of words, there's so much more in there. And it's, you've got a heart of gold and you give us everything and you give everyone everything. And to sum you up in general, you're the loyalest person I've ever met in my life. You care about those around you. you stick by the people that you know care for you, and you give so much love and joy to everyone around you. So thank you for everything, Char. Have fun, and I look forward to spending the day with you.